this cable has crossed over 3 other cables. It should have gone under, this blue should have gone under this gray at this crossing. To fix this mistake, you'll need some sort of removable stitch marker. I like these small ones. And I use 2 cable needles. You might also choose to use a crochet hook. You can use whatever method you usually use for picking up stitches. The first thing to do is to look at the Miscrossed cable. There's 2 cables involved. There's this blue one that goes this way and a gray one that goes this way. I prefer to fix the main color cable because there's a little more yarn. It's a little easier to fix. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our work on the needles, and I'm going to shift it so that I can take this blue stitch off of the needles. I'm now at the blue stitch that has the miscross in it. I can follow this blue stitch down and it's right here where I have a miscross. I'm going to drop this blue stitch off the needles and I'm going to work it down by just picking out that cable. This is where I had the incorrect cross, so I only need to drop it this far. I'll put the stitch on a stitch marker. When you drop cables down, you see that the loops are all still there waiting for you. And what we need to do is we're just going to work back up these stitches, making sure we keep the over-under pattern that's established. This stitch needs to go under this gray cable. And I use this kind of stitch marker because I can use it like a needle to thread that stitch under that cable and pull it through so it crosses under. And now the stitch is on the other side. I'm going to take the marker off, and then I can use this loop to start laddering back up. All our stitches are knit through the back loop, so we have to remember to put a twist in them while we're laddering them back up. And then we can put that on the needle, and I just use this to knit it back up. I put another twist in, and I can use my fingers to ladder it back up as well. This crosses over this cable, so I'm just going to cross it right over. I don't need to put it on the stitch marker. Ladder that up. I ladder this one up. Now this one, I need to go under this cable here. So I'm going to put it back on the stitch marker. And push it underneath. And then I'll take this off of the stitch marker so I can continue laddering back up. I put a twist in it, going up, twist in it, going up. This one needs to go behind that cable, that gray cable, so I'm just going to put it underneath that cable and slip it on the needle. And now we have the over-under fixed on here. If it's a little uneven, you can just give it all a stretch and it'll look much better.